Girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately... Would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
Let's go. We go. 20.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Hey, Haywood! We got three.
On first down, it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
17.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Rams 7, 49ers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to hold it in. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So that'll back him up 5. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. It got his man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Goff on 3rd down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here we go. Like 20. 13. Hey, gun.
Slot. Hey, you on the
Hey, seam 6.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180. 11.
56. Mike.
5.
56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out.
I got you.
Check.
8 gun. 21.
On 1st down, Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, here we go.
Now a give right side, Coleman. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Give me that ball.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. This is Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check 99, check 99. Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Smooth.
Mike 5-9.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hold on. Check.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another one. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33.
After the interception, here's Gall. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Like 20. 56. All you get is a headache. Hey, gun. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing on third. Goff. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Bravo!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Orville. 2 up. 12.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff, flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
61, matchbox lights. Switch. 2, 52. Check, 59. Black. Let's go, defense. Our time. Hey, Alpha. Check.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo now. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
56 to Mike. Hey, wahoo! Rabbit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Todd Gurley. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 50, it's gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, gone. That'll be caught by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first down, it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! He's 59, Mike the 59. Wild Bill.
Now it's Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24, check 24. I got this.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The tackle a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. Escapes the defender. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Mike 56, Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch a slant.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Crunch. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Bag of bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... End zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Here's Jackson to throw again. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 6 yard. 6. Ricky. Hayward.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180! Hey, gun. Switch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
49er first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Check like 33. Check like 33.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Shit. 36. 13. You got tight right there.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Get in the weight room. Hey, watch this.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Big series right here.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
33.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out here in the I. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Team 6. Mike, 48. Mike.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
5. 48. Man, I got you. Check, 48's the Mike. Check.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Let him know.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, check 33.
Jackson now throwing again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A
Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 33. 33. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. On the ball. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Tackles.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown for the days.
Touchdown.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner getting him once again.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past The 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. He's checking his head.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
Down San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, gun. Wait.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
315. All go special. All go special.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of a yard.
Check my 33. Check my 33.
At the 43-yard line.
Mike, check 33. 33. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, look. 33.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, he's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Prosise. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. 4 yards.
A second down carry for Prosise. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Mike, check 33. 33. Here we go. 14. Find it.
Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
12.
15 more yards. And that's good for another.
Gotta go. Here now. Let's go.
They'll run it. This is Prosise. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Wilson, he hits his running back, Prosise. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll run with Prosise. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Wilson turns and gives to Prosise. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd and short, it's Prosise. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This is Prosise on the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The shotgun handoff to Procise. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it.
At the 49ers, 42-yard line.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. His throw incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, alert. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get him. Mike, check 33.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go 14. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike. I got you. Mike, check 33. 33. Here we go.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Green 80. Check Mike 33. I'm trying to collect. Good job right there. Mike, check 33. 33. Boom. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Yeah, I'm going to lose one. Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Wilson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike, check 33. 33. Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Procise. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to
go. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
At the 44-yard line.
What? 315. Zebra. Guys, listen. I'm coming after you. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, keep it up. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
I'll go special. 33, check back 33. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
19. Mike 29.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. 12. Rush in. Out.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What? Mike 29. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 29. Mike 29. 3 bucks.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check. Hey, gun. He's coming.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, go.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go. 180. What we got?
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come again. 21.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On second down and 4, Wilson. And he's got room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
0-0-0.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson operating from the gun. This complete to Lockett. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Check it back, check it back. 66, bullets, pass. Bang out, bam. Start.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where will we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
0-0. Alert.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Hey, check. 4 down. Come up the ball. Mike, check 33. You got nothing. Spot that. You got nothing. Echo.
He'll look to throw. He hits his running back, close ice. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Throwing now is Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Go. Me. Took right. Check 33. All day. Check. Just like that. Hey, check Mike 33. Come on, G.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Here's Procise. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. And on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Mostert trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got this. Ringo.
They run forward Breida, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back and out.